Hi everyone, I am Manish Pandey. Welcome back to this UiPath Document Understanding series. In the last video, we learned what document understanding is and how bots can read documents like humans. Before we build anything, we first need to understand what kind of documents are we even dealing with, because not all documents are same and UiPath treats them differently. If you are learning or working on UiPath document understanding project, then understanding about documents are very important. You know why? Because when you are building document understanding workflows, you need to choose the right extractor for the right type of documents. Correct? Let's say choose the wrong extractor. What will happen? Your bot might give wrong results. I mean, if you want to extract data from unstructured documents like legal agreements, email, contract, etc., and you choose form extractor, then it might give you wrong result. So always ask yourself first, is this a structured document, semi-structured or unstructured document? And that's the step number one in designing a smart document understanding solution. So let's understand it first. First, we'll talk about what are documents type. When we say types of document, means we are not talking about PDF, images, or any other files. We are talking about how the information inside the document is arranged. Like you can see here. So based on these data which is arranged here, you can understand what type of document it is. So let's talk about types of documents. First, structured documents, semi-structured documents, and the last, unstructured documents. Let's start with the structured documents. Structured documents are like well organized forms. Think of this as a document with fixed layout, like the same field in the same places every time, and data is always in the same place. Structured documents are designed with clearly defined key value pairs that ensures organization and precision. Each field or pieces of data is located in a predefined position and followed a standard format. So you can see here this is text form, and this text returns that require a specific information in predefined fields such as 990pf 1040 forms in the US. 990pf text form is a structured document because it organizes financial and operational detail into clearly defined key value pairs. Each section contains a specific field, means keys, such as name of foundation is key and the value is the organization name. Employer identification number, that is key, means that field we can say as a key. Value as a unique text ID. So whatever value that will be entered here in the A section, this value, this is value and this is key. So we can identify this way. Key and then value will be entered here. Next document, survey form. This is also a structured document. Each question serves as a key, while the respondent's answer functions as the value. So you see here, we have the question and then these are the answers as a value. Another structured document is questionnaire. It is designed to collect data systematically through a set of predefined questions. Here it follows a key value pair approach where each question represents a key and the respondent's answer serves as the value. You see here, let's say question, how did you hear about the event? So this is key as a field we can say, and the value, that is the answer here. Next document is passport. Passports are structured documents because they contain clearly defined key value pairs that organize personal identification detail into a standardized format. You can see here name as a key, value as a holder name. So these are the structured document. And in document understanding, boards love this type of documents because board does not have to put much effort to extract the data from it because it has the key and value pair to identify the data, extract the data easily. Let's go to the semi-structured documents. Semi-structured documents are mix between the structured and unstructured documents. This is a bit trickier, and these have some structure, but the layout may vary between the vendors. For example, invoices, receipts, purchase order, bank statements, healthcare lab reports, resume, etc. Let's say this invoice. These documents still have a fields like invoice number, date, etc. But their layout changes depending on who created that document, like who is the vendor. One vendor puts the invoice number at the top, another puts in the at the bottom, but the data is still labeled clearly. You will able to understand that. Both is able to understand, oh, this is the invoice number. Somewhere it is written like invoice has. In other format, it's like invoice number. We have invoice date, date issued. Now let's take another example of semi-structured document, resume. While resume do not follow a strict predefined format like a structured document, that is a text form or passports, but they often contain consistent sections such as personal information, work experience, education details, skill and certification. So in personal details, personal information you can find like name, contact details. In work experience, you can find like company name, job title, dates. Education you can get degree, institution, graduation year. Skill and certification you can get the technical skills and language and awards or certification that person received. However, the layout or formatting and order of these sections can vary between the individuals. You can compare with the two resume and receipts. So receipts is also semi-structured documents. You can see it from here. Now let's talk about unstructured documents. As the name suggests, unstructured documents mean there is no structure. These don't have fields or labels at all. They are just paragraphs or text like reading a letter or contract or email. There are no form of fixed layout at all. You have to read the whole documents to find the information or understand that. No fixed places for any information. Every document is completely different. For example, email, handwritten notes, legal contracts, agreements, deed documents, borrower affidavits, news, etc. Means here, boat has no idea where to look unless we train or use AI models. So you can compare with this two emails. There is no key and value pair here. The meeting time is tomorrow at 10 a.m. We can understand because we are human, right? But both will not able to understand. We have to use AI. Now, right side in this one, you can see payment is $150 and due date is this. So there is no key value pair here. So these are unstructured documents. Now, handwritten notes. There is no key value pairs here. He has to buy grocery, but which one? So list of groceries: milk, bread, coffee. What time? So time is this. Call which person? Plumber. What is the issue? Is leak, right? So this is unstructured documents. Promissory note. Here also, this is also unstructured documents because you can see I promise to pay this much of amount. This is called principal. So if board has to take the principal amount, he has to look into this one. So there is no key and value pairs, right? And for interest, so even there is a section in interest, but we need to find out here. Sometime we saw that okay, percentage type we see multiple places, right? But here it says that 13% will be the rate. From payment, this is the first day of each month. This is the payment monthly payments date, something like that. You learned about types of documents: structured document, semi-structured document, and unstructured documents. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.